Good morning. I really hadn't planned on being in front of this camera. So I kind of look a little bit of a mess, so please excuse me. I decided that I wanted to try to document my breast reduction slash lift a couple weeks before, and actually I'm really hoping to continue to do this throughout the whole process, the week before, a few days before, just to sort of let you know what's going on, in the weeks prior up until the surgery, and hopefully the day after, 2 days after, 3 days after, because it's really hard to find a lot of information. Sometimes you find some things that you can relate to, and sometimes you don't. So hopefully maybe a few of you will be able to relate to some things. I'll give you a little history about myself. I am five foot two, and I weigh about 123 pounds. I'm a little bit heavier than I would like to be. For 5 foot two, I should probably be in maybe about 119 or something like that. Anyway, I carry a 34 double D breast size, which is kind of strange to me when you start to talk about like cup sizes and dimensions and things like that, because a 34 double D on a 5 foot, on a person who's 5 foot two and is my weight, is, and they're really full. They're really, really full double Ds. Like my left one is probably maybe even stretching into a little bit of a size, or half, at least a half size above what a double D. So maybe a triple D, let's say. But someone who is 5 foot two and who is, say, a 34 double D, like myself, is going to look a lot larger than, say, someone who is maybe a 5 foot five or 5 foot seven and they're carrying a 34 double D. They might be able to do that with no problem. My back hurts. My neck hurts. In between my shoulder blades, I'm constantly having issues. I am a professional singer, which just means that I get paid to sing. But I am in the public eye, and I do want to feel really good about myself. And sometimes I feel a little bit more insecure because I feel like I can't move the way I want or perform the way I want, or wear the types of dresses that I really want to wear, because I feel like I'm all boob. So I am now 2 weeks before surgery. The surgery has been scheduled for like the past couple of months. I wanted to do this as quickly as I'm sorry, I wanted to schedule things as far in advance as I possibly could, because I do perform and I do have a lot of gigs on the weekends, and it just so happened that there was a one stretch in August coming up where I have a few weeks off, and you're going to need to really have a few weeks off from what I'm told in order to recover. So this was a perfect time for me, but by the same token, because I planned kind of so far in advance, I've had a lot of time to be on the internet, searching, researching, checking out other people's videos and blogs and so on and so forth. And I must say that, you know, it's really, it as great as it is to do that, to do your research and to kind of prepare yourself, sometimes it can lead you to anxiety. And I have definitely experienced anxiety. And sometimes I've even gone as far as doubting whether, should I do the surgery? Should I not do the surgery? When you've lived with large breasts most of your adult life, sometimes you forget exactly how big you are, and how much, I guess, problems that you have from your breast, because you're just so used to dealing with it, because you deal with it on a daily basis. You deal with the ache, you deal with the pain, you deal with the neck pain, and so on and so forth, and the back pain. And then you look at other people and you think, well, they have large breasts and they're dealing with it. Why can't I deal with it? Each person is different. I think overall, I'm going to be happy that I chose to do this. I have never had surgery before. I mean, major surgery. I've had like rhinoplasty when I was, I don't know, 20 years old. But oh, and by the way, I'm 52, which actually I feel a lot younger than that. So don't, age is just a number. So, um, but yeah, this is like the first major surgery. So I am really nervous about it. Really nervous, really anxious, really scared. Um, you know, some mornings I've woken up and I've been panicked about it. And I've really had to try to just calm myself down. So, one bit of advice that I can give you guys is that, and I did this almost, it's been almost 2 months. I stopped smoking. I didn't smoke a lot. I smoked maybe not even a half a pack a day. But you really need to stop. And I did it pretty much cold turkey. I mean, May 30th, I was my last cigarette. I did the vaping thing for maybe a couple of weeks, and that was it. Because smoking can cause a lot of problems with the surgery from what I have read. Usually, a lot of people say 2 weeks before stop, or some doctors say a month. I wanted to give it, let's see, it'll be May, June, July. It'll be like at least 2.5 months that I haven't smoked. I don't want any complications. I wanted everything out of my body. Any kind of smoking. Um, uh, 2 weeks before, they'll tell you they don't want you to take any Aleve or Advil or any kind of ibuprofen, because those are kind of all blood thinning things, and it can just not be the greatest thing to do with surgeries. So stop smoking. If I can do it, anybody can do it, because I definitely was addicted to it. As much as I hate to say it, I definitely had an addiction to it. And believe me, I still, in my mind, sometimes I'll say, oh, I can't wait till the surgery is over, because, 2 or 3 weeks after surgery, I'm definitely going to light a cigarette up just from stress. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But anyway, so stop smoking. Anxiety, I think, is perfectly normal. Nerves is perfectly normal. I'm kind of neurotic, so I a little bit obsess over things. So yeah, if I had to do over again, I would much rather that I would have just done this, like gotten the date for my surgery, and it was going to happen in like 2 weeks, because then I wouldn't have had time to think about it. Let's see. I think, as far as the 2 weeks before, just I'm excited. I'm nervous. I think I'm more nervous about what it's going to be like afterwards, like the day after or the day of. Am I going to vomit? Like, throwing up is like, just, I don't know. I can't with that. So I'm hoping that, and praying and thinking positive, that I'm not going to get sick from the anesthesia. Thinking positive that I am not going to experience a lot of pain. And from what I understand, it's not really a lot of pain that you experience, but more soreness. So anyway, this is the beginning of the next 2 weeks. And if you have any questions, just let me know. And thanks for watching.